G'day guys, Troy Killagoski here, and welcome back to another episode of K Brothers Pythons. Today, Shay, we're hitting the road again. We're heading up north a little bit, up to the Sunshine Coast. Check out our good friend Jay Ball's collection and some of his amazing critters. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because Jay's got some cool stuff, and we're about to go check him out. This is going to be tops. Alright guys, we're up here with Jay Ball. G'day Jay, how you doing mate? Thanks for having us for the day. Now, as you can see behind us, Jay's got plenty of cool critters. He's really well known for his blue-tongues, but Jay's been doing a bit of a push into the monitors lately. Straight out the back, we've seen some of his pits. We've seen these cool critters behind us. We thought let's go have a play with these first before we move on to the blue-tongues. You guys are in for a treat. Jay's about to jump in, grab one of these, what are we looking at, Perenties here, Jay?
Perenties, yeah, there's a nice big pair of Perenties in there, and we're going to jump in at the deep end and go and try and catch the big boy and see how photogenic he is. So
let's go nuts with this, man.
Good cage setup, Joe, eh?
Yeah, these guys love it. They're well settled in there. Okay, mate.
Which one's the girl, Joe?
Okay, so you've got the girl at the back with her head up. She's a little bit wary, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you've got the big fella there. Now these guys are the second biggest land dragon in the world behind the Komodo dragon. And this boy, whilst he's not the biggest specimen that you'll ever see, he's certainly a big fella. And from nose tip to tail tip would be around 1.7 meters, something like that. It's impressive. So,
yeah.
So he's a big fella, and we're going to attempt just to catch him.
Jeez, calm, Joe.
And there we go.
Gorgeous, isn't he? Look at that tongue flicking. So what's their adult length, mate? What do they max out at?
Well, you do hear there's individual specimens well over 2 meters.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I think this sort of size as adult would be more typical. You know.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's like your 25-meter crocs, and you know.
Yeah.
How many of them actually exist?
Yeah, 28-foot scrub pythons. You know.
Yeah, that's right. This is a good, solid example of an adult male. You know. Yeah, they get bigger, but you would find a few that are a little bit smaller as well. And this guy can quite comfortably eat 3 or 4 full-on adult rats in a single sitting, you know.
Yeah.
And then sit there and look at you, expecting a little bit more. So.
And how often do you feed these guys, Joe? Is this like once a week, once a fortnight?
I try and go twice a week.
Right, yeah.
They're sort of not like snakes in the sense that you can get away with every second week, but certainly they're not like humans that need feeding every day, you know. Lizards, I tend to think twice a week's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Now, what about breeding? Are you going to have a shot at trying to breed these?
Yeah, well, that's the goal. This guy's an adult male. He's 7 years old. He was bred by Peter Krause, and then the girl in there, she's about 5 years old, and was owned by an ex-demonstrator in Brisbane. So she's never had a male with her. So this is the first time that she's ever been paired. This guy comes from a breeding colony. And does have a little bit of experience in that department, so hopefully we've got the recipe for success right here. Both of them are big enough.
Yeah, so she's certainly breeding age then?
She's certainly breeding age, and she's certainly big enough, and all being well, she's got the potential to pop out sort of 10 to a dozen eggs.
Now, when it comes to breeding, is it about age, weight, a bit of both?
I think it's a bit of both, but I think with all reptiles, weight is if they're not big enough, they're not going to breed.
Yep.
At the end of the day, and if you get an animal up to size, it doesn't really matter what age it is.
Yep.
Yeah. You'd agree with that, guys?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, best of luck with them. Let's go check out some of these other cool critters that you got here, man.
Okay, so these guys are, this is Vananus Panoptes. This is the second biggest monitor in Australia. And there's your big boy there, and we've got a couple of girls here. Hopefully these guys with a little bit more feeding will get up to size and maybe have a little clutch this year. As you can see, we just
very tail flicky, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't want to get tail whipped by this guy, you know. Like,
these are the ones, mate, you see that you usually see the photos of them standing up.
Yes, that's exactly right. You can come to this cage and they're up. They call it tripoding.
Oh right.
And I've actually got a photo somewhere where all three of them, the big guy's in the middle standing up on all three, and then the little two are on the side of him. Yeah. But yeah, that tail whip's pretty formidable. If you're in the wrong place with that,
oh mate,
they can really pack a punch with that.
Well, they'll get bigger than this boy too, will they? Or
no, the girls in the Panoptes are considerably smaller than the boys.
Okay.
So whilst these two do look quite a bit smaller, they will never quite get to that size.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, that's a SAM monitor, Vananus gouldii, a young girl, maybe just about big enough to lay eggs. I'll catch one of the full-on adults. There should be at least one in here, if not both. Yes. Just shut the door.
Yep.
Let that other one go down the log.
They're still in the box. And that's an adult girl. This is a proven breeder. She's laid eggs before. So.
What's the incubation on monitors, Joe?
I don't know the exact dates, to be honest, on them all. It's around 6 months, but it can vary.
Yeah.
Sort of 20 to 30 days, depending on temperatures and so on. Because it's such a long period of time, there's quite a bit of variance in there.
Yeah.
Not dissimilar to the Panoptes.
No, similar to that.
The major difference being the Sandies have an extremely high yellow tail tip.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whereas the Panoptes has the banding all the way to the tail tip.
Yeah.
And the Panoptes grow bigger. Yeah. You know, that's maybe not maxed out, but that's a pretty much adult SAM monitor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you 4 different skink projects that I've got on the go at the moment. So we'll kick off with these fellas here, which is a unique project, and that's Albino Tree Skinks.
Nice.
So I'll attempt to grab...
They're pretty quick, I would assume, Joe?
They're pretty quick. Yeah, and they carry a nasty little bite.
Yeah, right.
As you can see. You know, that's an adult female tree skink, and this is a special little critter, this girl here, because she is the founder animal to this albino tree skink line, and I believe these are the only ones in existence, or at least the only ones in captivity anyway. So,
yeah, right.
So yeah, that's an adult female, and she's the founder to the albino tree skink line, which I'm going to show you right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you get back in there without biting me.
Off she goes.
We've just had a look at Mum. She's the founder animal. This is one of the albinos. Now this is a project that's been in the mix for 5 or 6 years. It's been in a couple of hands, but I've got hold of it now, and we're at the stage where we've got sort of about 10 albinos, and there's sort of 15 or so het animals that are carrying the albino gene. This is an adult male, so this gives you an idea as the size of...
gorgeous. Just fairly big too, aren't they?
Yeah, which is... I mean, these are a handy little pet, you know?
Yeah.
But that's an adult. That's what you're looking at, full on adult. Then if I grab a little baby, well, this is grab a 4-month-old baby, just to give you an idea.
Size difference?
Bit of size difference. Obviously they're quite a bit smaller than this when they're born, but that's 4 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you?
It's not in my pocket, mate.
Yeah.
Just don't check mine, Joe.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Hey, a cranky little girl.
So they give them crevices, don't they?
You see how she'll bite me.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Do they throw their tails, Joe?
Yeah, they can, but they're not prone to, you know.
Yeah.
They're actually a very aggressive, confident animal, you know.
Yeah.
These guys, they don't fear you at all, really. But yeah, this is a proven breeder albino girl, so not only did this prove that it was a recessive trait, but it also, for me, which is key, proved that there was some fertility within the albinism, you know.
Yep.
There's so many albino projects out there that are stunted to heterozygous production of the visual animals that to get these little guys to breed shows that there's some legs and some virility and fertility within the line. So that is a very important young lady, a proven albino breeder girl. Okay, so moving on to what for me is what reptile keeping is all about, and that's keeping the Tiliqua genus. And we're going to start with these guys. I'm not massively into shinglebacks, but I do keep one pair. This is the Queensland form, and this is a 2-year-old pair, and we're hoping that they've bonded nicely, so we're hoping that this year we might get some reward in the form of a couple of little babies. So
that's the problem with shinglebacks, isn't it, to get them to bond?
Well, I don't know. There's quite a bit of conflicting information out there. Some people say they mate for life.
Yeah.
Some people say otherwise. For me personally, I think that yeah, they might mate for life, but or you could say they mate for life, but if the female and male are split, and you put the male in the cage with a female that's by herself and ready to roll, so to speak, I think that could be put to the test quite.
Yeah, we'll put it to the test.
And I think that most males would agree with that. Guys, so we're going to have a look at some blotched blue-tongues, and the Latin name of these guys is Tiliqua nigra, and we're going to start on some alpine blotches. These are generally found in the Blue Mountains, New South Wales, so up there where it's a little bit cooler than everywhere else in Australia. So here we've got an adult pair. Now what I'm trying to do with these guys, you've got this male here that has what appears to be the formation of some really quite prominent vivid striping. So beautiful. What I attempted to do was put this guy over this girl who also has what you would say, not as good as him, but sort of is heading in the direction of striping. So I wanted to start a line breeding striped alpine blotchy program. So and the first result of that is here. So what we ended up with, this boy over this girl, and you've got sort of an intermediate striping. So
it's coming ahead fairly quickly, isn't it? One generation.
So you've managed to get, he's quite a dull sort of colourless looking animal, whereas this female here's got nice reds and pinks through her. Managed to capture what seems to be the start of striping, but also pulled into it the reds. So my goal with these guys, as you can perhaps see, would be to complete the striping all the way down the animal, but at the same time retain the red coloration. So you'd have these vivid red striped blotched blue tongues.